Everyone has a story. We've got someone in studio here that can help you tell yours. Stay tuned for this one, everyone. I love what I get to do. We've talked about this 1,000 times. There's all kinds of people on our little planet here. My favorite kind of people are those people who are fun. So welcome to the studio. I'm going to make sure our titles come up first. There we go. Sandi Rose. I keep hitting it. It keeps taking it down. There we go. Bad timing on that one there. Sandi Rose Smith. She's an owner and personal shopper of Sandi's Story Garden. You drove up from Rolla to see us?
I did. I drove all the way up from Rolla just to see you guys. This is an honor. I have never done anything like this before, so kind of exciting. I always look for new opportunities and new ways to reach new people.
Well, do you feel the energy right here? Sandi brings that positive perspective. She may or may not know my whole, but somebody who's been through a coma, lucky to be alive. I enjoy every minute of life because, hey, at any moment you don't know where you could be.
No, you don't.
And so you want to smile the whole way. With that, we're going to give a shout out to our sponsors, Carroll House Furniture, because you like nice things in your little castle, and the leaders that are helping to make this whole community work. You might have a castle now that has been influenced by our guest here, and we're going to put up on the wall. She's got a beautiful Facebook page. I'm going to put those back up on the two walls. I'll zoom out here so you can see a little bit of what she does here. You can see all these pictures kind of give a little bit of the detail there. 13 years you've been doing this now.
I have been.
That's fun.
Yes. So there's a long story that brings.
Yeah, so how'd you end up here?
How did I end up here? Well, guess what? I'm a cancer survivor.
Oh, wow, okay.
I have been through things in life where God threw pebbles at me, he threw some bricks at me. Cancer, he hit me over the head with the sledgehammer and the concrete block. So woke me up, changed a lot of things in my life. But leading up to that, I'm also a commission-only sales rep for an industrial chemical company. Been through economic ups and downs and a lot of other personal things in my life. And then we had cancer. And we still had little kids. And at the end of the cancer journey, the personal things, the economic everything, we ended up filing bankruptcy in December of 2012. As that started hitting my paychecks, which we had a $0 deposit, we had a $72 deposit, and my husband is retired military, was not re-rated yet as a disabled veteran, which that comes later into the story. But we lived on my income, and when there was a $0 deposit and a $72 deposit, something had to change. I had kept seeing all these little things, little lockets that you put charms in to tell your story, and they just intrigued me, and I loved them. And I'd found a way to gift a lot of them for Christmas that year, December of 2012. And then it's like, you know what? I can be a part of this company. And I became a part of Origami L. It was a social selling company, and it did so much more for me than just selling some products. It gave me back me. It found a part of me that I never knew I had lost, and it's been life-changing. Origami L itself is all about being a force for good, to empowering people of all ages to make a difference in the world and be a force for good. Originally, it was founded by a 14-year-old girl with a dream, Bella Weens Lambert. If you happen to know her or follow her on social media, you can follow Della Vlogs and see their story. But she wanted to earn enough money to buy her first used car. She got a new car. They did the social selling. And as they say, the rest is history. I had an amazing team called the Blessed Owl Chicks, and I named them that because we're all owl chicks, and we are blessed every day in some way, shape, or form. So that grew. Then the company changed. We became a company called Think Goodness, which had 3 brands under it, me being Origami Owl Living Lockets, Willing Beauty Clean Skincare, which I still use and I still promote, and then CMYK Cosmetics. Then we changed again this year, and now I am Sandi Story Garden. I am my own business. Origami Owl does still exist, but I am a wholesaler for the company. I am my own business. I feature Origami Owl because it's my love. It's my happy. It is my everything.
Tell me, what exactly is Origami Owl, and what are you offering to the world here?
So we tell stories with charms. We either do it with custom charm pendant necklaces or custom jewelry. The easiest one to show would be my watch here, looking to get the right camera angle. Over here. Okay. A watch. You choose your charms. We put them in all the different lockets. Add a chain, a bracelet, a ring, a watch. I've got one on here also. It's about capturing those little moments in time. So what I have in my watch, we do have a Disney partnership. So my 3 boys are in the watch. My oldest boy is all about Jack Skellington. My middle boy is all about Buzz Lightyear and has been all about Buzz Lightyear since he came out in 95, I think it was.
Right.
And my youngest is all about Stitch. So on social media, I kind of refer to my kids as Jack, Buzz, and Stitch, just to protect them. They don't need to be plastered out there with my business, but they can be those 3. I have one in memory of my dad. I have a watch. I call it my Keepers of Time. I have a bingo card in there for my dad. I have a yellow rose for my grandma, and I have a bee for my very, very best friend of all time. It gets me emotional, but they are my keepers of time. They are always there. They move around and they tell your story.
So do you have a store location, or do you meet with people face to face?
I do not. I am a home-based business.
Okay.
I can come to you with all my product. I am set up every weekend somewhere promoting helping people build their stories. They can come shop in person, take it with them. I do have a couple of items I do by special order, just because I can't carry the amount of inventory it would need for those items. But it's about telling your story. And I'll actually be set up in St. Charles this weekend.
Where are you going to be this weekend?
The BK Gun Show at the Olympia Athletic Center in St. Charles.
Okay. So you help people with watches, jewelry, pendants.
Yes.
Necklaces, I guess, and to express who they are, who they love, and the people that are important to them.
Who they want. They can tell their story. Their story can be all about family. It can be all about loved ones. We have a Warner Brothers collection, so it can be all about your love for Harry Potter, or Beetlejuice, or Justice League, or Elf, Grinch. All of the Disney favorites. If you're going to Disney, you want to have a lot of people Disney bound. So they dress like a character, not necessarily in character, but like a character, and they can theme their jewelry to match that.
Neat. All right, so you're helping. When we sang, we can't sing more than 8 seconds of any song, but you kind of get an emphasis through Disney, and you were singing The Sound of Music.
Yes.
Is this all part of the story, I guess? You help people.
It's part of the story. I have a whole different one about singing a Disney song. But this past weekend, I had a customer come up to the table. She goes, "Can you do raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens?" And if you continue the song with all of that, brick copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages.
We can't do any more. We're going to get in trouble.
Okay, I was trying to cut it up. Anyways, I had a charm for all that. And we could put all of that in a locket. She didn't come back for it because it turned out to be a little more than she wanted, but she sings that to her 2-year-old granddaughter all the time, my favorite things. And it's all about the story. What story resonates with you? I've done other songs in charms in a locket, like baseball, hot dogs, apple pie, and another car company. I've done that. And I like to play guessing games with my customers. So when they come up to the table, I say, "Oh, I have a song. Can you guess the song in this locket?" Just something fun.
And so everyone has a story. Everybody has something that they believe in. It's
Yes.
important to them, and they can express that through what you're offering here.
Yes.
What is it about this that drives your passion? Obviously, you're passionate about that. If anyone can't tell already, that's for sure.
I am very
Why do you enjoy
passionate
this
about it. What drives it? Helping people tell their story. Being a breast cancer survivor, that was my first locket. It was gifted to me. It has my pink ribbon in it. It has the birthstones of my 3 boys, who, when I went through cancer, they were 11, 17, and 22. So they're highly important. I love my boys. They are my everything. And now my daughter-in-law is also. But it has my pink ribbon. It has my boy's birthstone in it. It has a flower because I wore my bald head. Yes, I was bald. I spent 2012 bald. But I wore a headband with flowers and bows on it, like little bald-headed babies. So I have a flower in there. And then I have a 2012, and then I've changed the number every year because that's my story. That's my beginning story, is my cancer journey. And I still have that locket. I should have worn it today. I still have that locket. It is still incredibly special to me.
So what do you feel that the impact you're having is on our culture,
Well,
on our community?
I gift, when I find those sisters in pink at shows, I tend to gift them. I always say, and I've gifted other things and other people too. It's about being a force for good, for paying it forward, for doing for others. I will gift them. I always say, God tells me when I'm supposed to gift somebody. He puts that little nugget there and says, just let them build it, let them, and give it to them. And I do. There's been lots of tears, lots of hugs, lots of happy laughter, and oh my God, this is so perfect.
So there's a lot of emotion that goes in this. You're helping people to express
is.
themselves and to go through, somebody like yourself who went through cancer,
Yes.
or any other. I mean, everybody on this planet has been through something.
It is.
I'm sure there's something maybe related based on my story. People know, but going through a coma, a lot of people went through some traumatic events. But you're helping
Right.
them to express themselves and to get through this. This is kind of a healing process. You're helping people.
It is a healing process to build a story, to remember that special person. Like I said, the bingo card for my dad. Or I use the Donald Duck because he could talk perfect duck. It was so amazing. And at Planet Comic-Con this past March, the voice of Donald Duck was there, and he talked duck to me, and I cried. Because that's my dad, and I use Donald Duck for my dad. So it's just those little things. You can find something that represents everybody.
Well, we're all connected somehow on this little planet, and it's how do
Yes,
we
we are.
decide to help the planet, or do we do something to not contribute? And I think your life is a lot easier, life's a lot better if you decide to contribute.
Well,
And I
we
think
only
you're doing a
have
good
one
job.
life to live. If you're not going to have fun in this life, what life are you going to have fun in?
Great point. That's a quote for everybody. Write that one down. You got one life to live, and you better have fun while you're doing it, because
That's right.
I could tell when we started off chatting before the show here, there's a lot of positive energy coming out of you, and that's what you get to convey here with your
Yes.
what you're offering people.
Yeah, why complain? Nobody's going to listen. Be happy, be positive, be a force for good. Go out and do good in the world, because that's what it's about, helping each other. Forget all that negative stuff.
Life is short. That's right. Don't
That's
spend
right.
a minute of it being complaining or griping or the like. We get to do a lot of fun stuff in the community. We were down at Busch Stadium not long ago. Check out what these fun kids were doing as we were getting ready to throw out the first pitch of the Cardinals game. Check it out. Hey everybody, we've got some baseball players in the building here. Who's your guys? First of all, let's talk about who's your guys' favorite player? Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper. Tyler. Last name. Mason Wynn. Fernando Tatis Jr. Aaron Judge. Who'd you get? Bryce. All right. So we got a Cardinal fan in there. You guys are from the Misfits, right? You guys are from down close to Paducah, Kentucky, right? How long a drive was it to get up there? Only a couple. It wasn't that long. Hey, like I said, when you get older, you start playing big league ball and traveling all that stuff. It's gonna be a lot longer drives. It'll be okay for that. We're gonna pay you well. Okay? Ready? All right. So, why did you guys decide to come up here to see the Cardinals? Come on up here. Let's hear what they say. Why did you decide you want to come see the Cardinals? What's your name first?
Hunter.
Hunter. Why did you decide to come see the Cardinals?
Because we're playing a tournament here.
Because you're playing a tournament here. What about you?
They decided to.
They decided to. Why did you decide to come up here? Are you one of the players?
They decided.
He's a bad boy.
He's a bad boy? Okay.
Bad boy.
All right, now we got something else going on kind of exciting here. We're going to work on this a little bit. Who's going to throw out the first pitch today? What's your first name?
Wyatt.
Wyatt? All right, Wyatt. Now let's practice this a little bit. Are you righty or lefty? All right, so give me your form. Are you going to do wind up or are you going to do stretch? All right, so show me how to do this. How are you going to do it? Right, all right, move over for me right there. You got to hold it. Don't let that trophy. I know it looks heavier on TV. I know. All right, you go like this, right? That's the rubber right there. Let's say, all right. We'll step up here. Show me how you're going to do it. All right, pretty good. Now, if I was going to be out there, maybe someday, here, I'll do a little bit more like this. Ready? It's called the Al Rabowski Cardinal Cowboy. Here we go. You gotta get, hold on. That's how you gotta, think you can do that? All right, let's go Carter.
His name is Carter Rethwich, but in St. Louis, he's known as the Cardinal Cowboy. He's a well-known fixture in the stands at sporting events in the Gateway City. He's one of its greatest cheerleaders, a super fan like no other. When he makes his rounds at almost every home game, he shares his love for sports with the rest of fandom with a smile, a cheer, some positive encouragement, and lots of selfies and pics. But the Cardinal Cowboy was born of a tragic incident. Rethwich was an aspiring athlete in high school and college. He dreamed of playing in the big leagues, but those dreams ended when he and 3 of his college friends were hit with a devastating crash by a 5-time drunk driver. One of his best friends died. Carter suffered a critical head injury. The trauma put him in a coma for 6 days. The doctors said he was never expected to function again. Those expectations never came true. He fought back and finished college. He was determined to prove the doctors wrong. Among other inspirations, it was his love of baseball that kept him going. And from his near-death experience, the Cardinal Cowboy emerged. His goal in life became to inspire others with positivity despite the odds, to help people believe in themselves and achieve their dreams.
So after my coma, I realized that it was up to me if I was going to accomplish my goals, if I was going to reach my dreams. Despite what the naysayers would say, the people that were discouraging me, like they do everyone, it's up to me if I'm going to make it. Don't listen to the naysayers. It's up to you. You decide whether you're going to succeed, whether you're going to reach your goals. Dream, and then always, always chase your dreams. Never give up. Giddy up. Hey, we're looking for the small business owners and leaders in our community to be on our show. This is the Your Little Castle show. We air 3 times a week, every week on ABC, and we would like to put somebody you know, or maybe it's you, who's a business owner to be on our show. You'll sit right here in our guest chair, right here, sitting here talking to us. We're going to put on the wall your website and everything about you and highlight you as a leader. Fill out the form you see here on our website. It's bigleagues.com. And if you go to bigleagues.com, fill out this form. Takes just a couple seconds, and you can even schedule yourself right here. Schedule yourself to be on the show, and there's no charge for us to record you. There's no charge to be in the studio. Check it out if you would like to be on. Fill out the form again, bigleagues.com. This is where we can turn any interview into a series of clips. Check that out. Go to bigleagues.com. There it is, everybody. So a little bit of a info piece there about our stuff we do in the community and how we're looking for more people to be on the show. And I'm glad Dawn ran into you down at what was that?
It was the Home and Builders Show in Fenton, and they had a small holiday boutique in there. So I'm excited. I am going to be registering for the St. Charles Home and Garden Show and the St. Louis Home and Garden Show downtown later this
I want to mention something you talked to me about. I was putting on the rings, and you said your son has a really awesome ring, and he was on. Tell everybody what your son did.
Our youngest son actually was a mascot at Mizzou. I don't know if I can talk about this too publicly, other than when he graduated, he wore the feet and the tail across the stage and did the big twist. But he also joined the co-ed cheer squad because he wanted to learn how to lift the girls in costume. And he picked up so much and did so well, the coach said, we need you on the co-ed squad. So he did. He took full class load. He did the mascot. He was on the co-ed team. They went and competed in nationals in Florida in April of 2023, and they took nationals. They were the best in the country, and they have this huge Super Bowl type ring that has the Mizzou Tiger on it, and national champions for cheer, and it's just so exciting. He had such a great college experience.
That's pretty cool. I did not realize that.
Yes.
You said they went there. They
and
actually
then
won it.
him and I actually, in December, I think of that year of 2023, we went around Columbia and gave away a lot to people in shelters and some of the homes, and just kind of brightened everybody's life.
Well, that's very cool. That's why we put the cowboy hat on when you're doing good stuff out in the community.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit more about what your product is. It's essentially it's just a form of jewelry that allows people to decorate, kind of make things a little more exciting. Pendants, rings.
Yes,
necklaces.
I should have brought some.
Well, you're wearing
in.
some of them.
I have all my inventory in the car. We could build you all your Christmas gifts right here.
Right. Everything
So
I need.
it is stainless steel lockets. We have those fine Austrian crystals on it. Can't say the company name because they said we can't say it. But you know, that high-end crystal from Austria. It has those, but they all open. Most of them open on a twist, so you can add and change as life changes. So
hold up your wrist there. You've got some on your wrist. You've got.
I do. I have
a little higher there.
a little higher. So I have a Christmas one here. I have some of our layering pieces with our tennis bracelet and our new hex bracelet. I also have our new, this one right here by itself makes a great Christmas gift. Easy to put on and off with the pave crystals, other layering pieces, and of course our lockets. Can do them as rings, like I said, or watches, but they all open so you can add and change as life changes. This time of year, we build a lot of family lockets with all the birthstones and a mom or a blessed or a cross in there, however, or we do kids and grandkids or great-grandkids. So it's all in how you want to do it. But the birthstone lockets are huge this time of year. We have different sizes. I have different price points. I personally do specials when you shop directly from me. There is a company website. I just want to say I don't make commission off the website. So if you want to tell your story or get a Christmas gift, contact me personally and I will take care of you. I will be your personal shopper.
And you see the access, you get access to it. They're Facebook.com. I'm going to go wide cam, but I'm going to make sure that stays up on the screen there.
Yes.
Facebook.com/Sandi's, D-I-S, Sandi's Story Garden. And you'll find, just do a Google search, that's what or Facebook search, you'll see that.
Right.
I'm going to put up on the wall here for everybody to see a little bit here, some of what you're offering. We got a live demo there, but here's some examples of the pendants and necklaces and watches.
Yes.
If any particular one you want me to click on, let me know.
We can, well, scroll back down, right here in the middle, you can see a selection of some of the items I carry on my table, some of the different things that are made up. We have our fine Austrian crystal earrings there. They are all surgical stainless steel. Everything is hypoallergenic.
So you've got quite the ensemble. You've got everything. You travel with this. You bring it to shows around the
Yes.
country and especially the Midwest, and share everybody a little bit of what people can share their story.
That's right.
And that's fun. All right. Why? Give me a little cost analysis as a matter of Is this comparable in price to other jewelry, or what does the price range for your jewelry go?
It is a higher end costume jewelry. It is a costume jewelry, but we are on the higher end. But let me say, with that, we do have a demi-fine collection. We have freshwater pearls at an excellent price point. I think I can get you a necklace, bracelet, and earring set of pearls. I want to say it's $159 for the set.
Oh, wow. Okay.
For real pearls. We also have a sterling silver cross. So we do have demi-fine jewelry, real jewelry, and then we have the high-end costume jewelry. That I still have my original locket. It looks great. I see people at shows all the time going, "Oh my God, I got one from you 10 years ago and it still looks fabulous."
Well,
Yes, I talk with my hands a lot.
Well, tell me, why should somebody choose what you're offering here? There's lots of opportunities people have to get jewelry, but what's special about what you're doing?
Because you can build it specific to the person. You can look at these charms and go, "Oh my gosh, she loved to play basketball. We can put a basketball in there, and she's a cancer survivor, so let's put a ribbon in there, and she's blessed. We can put that in there. Loves elf. We can put the elf charm in there. Or all about Harry Potter. Oh my God, the Harry Potter book saved my friend because she found a book, and this is a true story. She found a book back when Harry Potter came out, read it, was in a horrible situation at the home, and because of the world of Harry Potter, it gave her positivity back, and it gave her a reason. And now has all the Harry Potter books. We have the Harry Potter collection of all the charms. So you can tell that story too.
Wow, so there's quite the impact you can have, and this
Yes.
everybody needs that, like we say, the positive influence for something that keeps them on the light side of life. Because how often do we all are going to go through some difficult situation in life.
Yes.
Why not make the best out of it and remember those positive things that are influencing you?
Well,
Tell me then, go ahead.
I was going to say, I'm a huge Harry Potter fan, as well as all the Disney stuff, because my oldest son and I, we would stand in line for the books. We would fight over who was going to read the book. And then we made it a mom and son date night. When the movies came out, we would go see the movies, and that was our special time together. The last 3 movies came out. He was in college. All of his buddies like, "Hey, dude, let's go see the Harry Potter movie." He's like, "Nope, I have to see it with my mom first."
Well, tell me then, what is the biggest mistake people make when they're considering jewelry that you think that they should be more informed about, and why you're offering something that's the best solution for them?
You can get like you said, you can get jewelry anywhere. Anything can have a meaning behind it, but we can customize it specific to the person, so it touches people in a different way.
There you go. So if you've got somebody that means a lot to you, and you know there's something that means a lot to them, get a hold of Sandi Rose, and she will help you to pick out and personalize something that they can pick from there's got to be thousands of combinations.
We have, let me go through my spiel.
Well, you got about 10 seconds. So
10 seconds. We have Disney, Harry Potter, Wizard of Oz, Friends, Powerpuff Girls, Beetlejuice, a little bit of Grinch, Elf, Justice League, Minions, Trolls. Then we have faith, family, pets, travel, hobbies, occupations, and you name it, I can find a charm for it.
There you have it, everybody. Sandi Rose. Check her out. You can get more information from her, and you'll see her on Facebook. There it is. Check it out. Sandy's Story Garden. Giddy up.